Good morning, YouTube. Today we're going to bring you along for another day in the life of running a used car dealership.
So are you recording all of the nefarious activities?
If you're new to the channel, my name is Dan and we are at my dealership NG Supercars. And we've got some new cars coming our way. We got actually some pretty cool stuff on the way. So a couple cars went out, a couple cars coming in. It's been a busy week. We're gonna go over everything that's going on. I have to unload the car that we picked up yesterday. Let's start off with just one of the things that sucks about owning your own property is maintaining the property. And let me tell you, having a building that's in a rural location surrounded by ranchers and stuff kind of sucks. There's some good things, like we get to kind of do whatever we want. We can play loud music, drive loud cars, do burnouts down the street.
Okay, I think he got me beat.
No one seems to care. But we got some other problems like mice. Woof! Mice are the big problem here. So let me show you what's going on with that. But real quick, if you guys like this sort of content, or if you like any of the content we produce, we appreciate when you guys can support us. Check out normalguysupercar.com. There you can buy parts and services using the code NGS10. It hooks you with 10% off. And check out any of the cars we have for sale at ngsupercars.com, or send us an email, sales@ngsupercars.com if you'd like to discuss any of these cars. There was a truck out there. Why is there a truck out there? See, this is the other thing about being rural is there shouldn't be anyone around here. So we always like, hey, who is that? Why is someone here? Get off my lawn. Okay. I was just driving that way. All right, so what's going on is, they're building a road through one of the ranches over there, like a bypass road to avoid downtown Liberty Hill. And that's fine. But what's happened is, as they have built that road, it's stirred up all the mice and critters and whatever, and they've kind of tried to find the next closest place they can, which limited options. There's us, there's the temple, there's the water treatment facility, and if you go pretty far that way, there's another couple of houses and stuff, but they're far, like a quarter mile or more. So they started doing more construction. They've basically got the entire bypass road built. They're actually changing the end of our street into a cul-de-sac. So it's kind of hard to see. You see that sign right there, so you see the truck, to the left of the truck, that's where a cul-de-sac's gonna be. So there's the water treatment facility. The temple has a driveway that runs on the other side of that little creek, and they're making a cul-de-sac out there. So they're doing some construction that's very close to our building, and I think that's kind of stirred up all the mice, and all the mice have come to our building. We've been putting out traps and stuff. We did try cats. We've tried basically everything. Everyone suggested everything you can possibly imagine, from diatomaceous earth to cats to whatever. The cats actually worked okay. They killed 1 or 2 mice, but then they were getting on the cars and scratching the cars, so we said, nope, none of that. Didn't work. The diatomaceous earth, I have no idea if it works or not. Doesn't seem to be working. Done rat poison and mouse poison. That stuff we put outside because we don't want it inside, and it's in the little containers and whatever. I think it's working. I mean, it gets eaten a lot, so something's eaten and probably dying. But the thing that's been super effective in here is the snap traps, the good old-fashioned mouse snap traps. And you use peanut butter. That's what I've heard. That's the best thing. As you can see, we've got snap trap, snap trap, snap trap, glue trap, and then there's glue trap back there. There's another one behind this car. Glue traps all over the place. So snap traps basically at every door, and glue traps all over the place. So this, you can see they actually caught some bugs, but and we put a little glob of peanut butter. That trap back there was flipped upside down. That one was moved quite a ways. I think the mice are smart enough to not touch the glue, or they maybe start to touch the glue and then and they don't like it. Glue traps aren't really working. We'll probably leave them out just to pick up insects because they're pretty good at getting insects. The mice, not so much. Now in the kitchen, this seems to be the death zone. Forgive the messed up floors, but so I have 4 snap traps. 1, 2, 3, 4. This morning, 3 of the 4 had mice, and the 4th one was kicked off. So that's the other thing, is some of these mice are pretty sneaky. 3 or 4 traps were clipped off and no mouse. Somehow their reaction time is quick enough. That's pretty impressive. But yeah, we've had to pull out the fridge a couple times because I think, unfortunately, one of the mice may have either eaten rat poison, or one of the snap traps actually disappeared. Something got stuck in the snap trap and ran off with it. I don't know where it went. But we definitely had a mouse or something die in this wall because we pulled out the refrigerator multiple times. The smell was pretty strong. Looked back there, nothing. And it seemed to be permeating from this general area. So that's one of the things that sucks. Good news is it's been about 3 days. Smell's basically gone now, or maybe I'm just desensitized from it. It was pretty awful. A couple of those days it was like, holy crap, you couldn't even come in the kitchen. It was so bad. This is the downside of having a building that's in a very rural location. So we've got probably about 25 snap traps around the place right now. I think we're just gonna have to keep it that way until they finish the construction or the mice get kind of stirred up. Also, changing seasons, it's starting to get cold for Texas. It's actually into the 40s. Actually, it was like 43 this morning, which is pretty cold for Texas. I know, oh my God, 43. And it's supposed to get up to like 70 or 80. First order of business, taking care of that, taking care of all the corpses. It almost makes me think I should be taking the little mouse corpses and like putting them in the yard, maybe to attract like coyotes or other predators, maybe even like eagles or birds or something. Anyone have experience with that? Should I be taking these mice that get stuck in the snap traps and throwing them out in the yard where they're really obvious for predators to eat? Because none of those predators are getting in the building. Like, they can't. The mice there's no way you can prevent mice from not getting in the building. This, especially a metal building like this, they can get through like holes the size of a dime. So, there's no way. This building is full of lots of holes. What else is going on? Well, so we had a deal on that 458. I don't know what's going on with it. Oh, hold on, my phone. I need to answer this, my wife.
A few moments later.
All right, that was Meg, just checking in on some stuff. Okay, so that car, yeah, we think it's still for sale. We're not sure. If it's going to be for sale, you'll see it listed on the website shortly. We'll have to do a little bit of cleanup because we actually changed out the brakes, put on new brake pads, did some other stuff for the guy who put a deposit on the car, and then he's not really responding and kind of ghosting us, and he's had a long time to try and get this thing bought. Complicated story. This car, so this 430 is here for a conversion. It's actually been here for about 2 weeks, I think now, or maybe it's even 3. It's been a while. It came in just to get a conversion. That's what we thought it was going to do, and lo and behold, it's getting a ton of stuff done. Yep. Another call.
Eventually.
Yes, that's a pretty common thing for a normal day running the dealership is lots of phone calls, lots of emails, lots of interruptions. You just gotta kind of go with it. Anyway, this car, yeah, when it got here, we kind of said, hey, here's some things that we can do for it maintenance-wise if you want us to. And he basically said, we gave him a big list, and he's like, do them all. And we're like, oh, crap, okay, so it's gonna take a lot longer than expected. Car's gonna be here a lot longer than expected. We had to order a bunch of parts. So parts took about a week to get here. They all got here. We've done tons of stuff on it. He spent basically about like $10,000 in extra labor. Most of that's parts cost, by the way. So that's the nice thing is if you're doing the conversion, some of the labor we can do for very, very little. For example, if you're already doing a conversion and you want the clutch replaced, the extra labor to do the clutch is pretty minimal. Now the clutch itself is like $3,500, $4,000 plus. Those bolts that hold on the clutch are like $250. The pellet bearing's like only like $60 or $80. Rear main seal's not that expensive either. The throwout bearing is pretty expensive. So you've got a lot of extra parts that add up. But we did valve cover gaskets, CV boot clamps, full brake service, engine mounts, trans mount, clutch, all that stuff. So that car's gonna be much better sorted than when it arrived. It still is kind of a project car. Actually, the guy told me that it was sitting in a museum or a collection, just sitting there rotting. The poor thing has just been neglected. Well, he's obviously trying to restore it and bring it back to some glory. So that's awesome. It's great to see that. The car comes in and it leaves in way better condition than when it arrived. It makes us happy. The other thing we're gonna do to it today, which I need to lower the car to do this, is I'm gonna wash the carpets with our carpet extractors. Carpets in this thing are nasty, probably have never been washed is my guess. It's a great time for us to do that, and we do this on all of our conversion cars. We just do it because it's not like we charge for it, we just feel like it's the right thing to do. While you have the seats out and the entire interior out, it's a great time to get in there and vacuum the carpet and really give it a good scrubbing. So that's what we're gonna do this car. It's just part of our service. We don't charge for it, we just do it. What else is going on? We have a friend of the channel who's behind the scenes. No one's really seen him, but you've seen his car. His name's Harry. He's coming in to visit. So we're trying to get stuff done before Harry gets here because I know that will consume a lot of time. And then I'm also filming this video, and I have another video to film, and I have to do some editing because I don't have any videos edited for tomorrow, and tomorrow is Saturday, today is Friday, so we gotta get that done. Okay, now the other thing that we have to do is we need to go unload the car that we purchased and brought home yesterday. So we actually bought 2 cars. We got a Ford Raptor, which should be here soon. So, you know, part of our experiment is buying some quote unquote normal cars. I would say more of like sports cars that are kind of more affordable is probably a better way to say it. So for example, we have this beautiful Corvette C6 that is going to be cleaned up and for sale. Well, it's for sale, but we need to clean it up. It's a one owner, and the guy just didn't know how to take care of paint. So the paint is just trash. We're trying to clean up the paint as best we can. I don't think it's gonna clean up perfectly, but you know, it'll be better. Oh, we have this Ferrari California on consignment from a friend of the channel, the Albrights. Beautiful, super, super clean car. Send us an offer if you want that. This car is sold, the 430. We're waiting for an exhaust for it. So the guy who bought this said, hey, as long as it's there, can you guys install a full IPE exhaust? And we said, yeah, absolutely. If you want to sound like a crazy car, we will do that. So that should be here in another week or 2. Once we get that, we'll put it in, and then out the door I'll go. That is a friend's car being stored temporarily. The 308's another friend's car being stored temporarily. McLaren 650S Spider was Tyler's car. We bought it from him. He traded it in on a 488. He's enjoying the 488, so that thing's for sale. And of course, the Lamborghini Gallardo Superleggera, we have a pending deal on it. I think that's gonna get solidified today, but if you see it in future videos, it's probably still for sale. Oh, and the Mustang GT500, we bought this thing, got it in really good condition. It's got one flaw that I can see, which is this piece right here got chipped somehow. That sucks. You can see it's kind of supposed to stick out like that. Good news is it looks like it can be replaced pretty easily. It's just plastic, actually. It's like a composite. I don't think it'll be too expensive, but we haven't even had a chance to drive it. It literally got here, got off the truck, and then just sat here. I feel really bad because I really want to drive it. 760 horsepower. Damn. So it's gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous car. I love that color spec. The black stripes on the red. Oh yeah. Very, very good. Okay, anyway, let's go unload what's in the trailer. Ah, it's bright. Totally forgot we have a G-Wagon. The headliner is being replaced. So once that's done, that'll be for sale. We didn't want to sell it with the headliner is all saggy, and we don't like selling stuff that has obvious fixes that we know how to take care of, so we didn't want to sell that. All right, so yeah, went over to Dallas yesterday, picked up this beautiful, beautiful car. Can't wait to show it to you. Let me get the keys. Oh, yes. Oh yeah, ladies and gentlemen. A one owner 1987 Ferrari Testarossa with only 15,000 miles on it. I cannot believe we got this thing, number one. Number two, I can't believe this is at the wholesale auction. Like, how? The only thing I think of is maybe the guy died? Because why on earth would something this badass have shown up at the wholesale auction in this condition? It just got a major, so someone just spent a ton of money doing an engine out service on it. We have some paperwork. We're gonna go through the paperwork and see what all's been done to this thing. But man, it starts right up, and I drove it yesterday to get it loaded on the trailer, and I haven't tested everything, so I don't know if the AC works and all that stuff. You know, it is an 80s Ferrari. So let's unload it and actually take a good look at it now that it's here and not at the auction. But I've wanted to have one in the dealership so bad. We are definitely gonna take this thing out for a drive. Oh yeah.
Jeez. That guy yeeted it right off the road.
He's like, yeehaw! cool. By the way, it's cold out, so some of that smoke, well, that's now not smoke. Yeah. Sounds good.
Pretty cool, but I'm too tall for this car.
Oh yeah, you're on the ceiling.
I had to take my hat off.
Yeah. I think it's as,
I gotta like lean down like this.
that's as low as it goes.
Yeah, I'm too tall. This is cool.
I just popped the frunk. So, unfortunately, no spare. What if it's got the toolkit? I forgot where the toolkit goes. It might not have the toolkit. What is that? Oh, that's the crappy radar detector. It's got this ancient radar detector in it. It's funny. Whoa! Guess that doesn't stay. Keep in mind, this is an old Ferrari. This is a hand-built era when things were not quite as good as they are. Wow, the tires are from 23. Nice, so you're not gonna die. Stuff like this weather stripping is starting to go. It's actually got a modern stereo, Sony, sort of
I
modern.
wouldn't call it modern.
More modern than the original. Wow, the headliner looks perfect. The seats look really good, except for the little bit of bolster wear right there, which we could get touched up. We were trying to get this engine release, but
Oh, that's a
yeah,
ancient,
yeah, the ancient ass radar detector. It's hilarious.
It's really nice.
Oh, they removed them. They pulled the mouse trap on this. Oh no, there it is. There's the mouse trap.
Yeah, this has the seat belts that.
Yeah, you got this one that goes across your lap, and then that one goes over the shoulder. We gotta get a new one of these so we can pop the frunk or the engine bay. Well, that's a problem. Let's fix that. Oh, look at all the zip ties. Probably needs a new cable run. Well, you gotta hold that somehow and pull the cable. We'll get stuff figured out. We'll play with this thing some more. All right, parked the trailer, got it unhooked. We're all set there. If you remember, I don't know, a week ago or so, I did a video about how much I hate shipping cars and all that sort of stuff. So I don't mind shipping it myself because I can control that. Well, you know, we had the weird thing where when the McLaren and the Mustang were being delivered, the guy forgot the keys and all this sort of stuff. He unhooks the trailer, goes, gets the keys, which takes him a good, I don't know, 3 hours. Well, apparently he forgot to have me sign for the cars or something. I'm not exactly sure what was going on, because again, language barrier. So he's trying to go through Google Translate, and first it sounds like I need to sign some stuff. So I print out some paperwork that he sends me and I sign it. And then he's like, no, that's not it. And then he tries to say like, I need to pay him. And I'm like, bro, we've already paid the broker. I'm not paying you shit. Eventually, he's like, okay, and understands that. And then he's like, we're all good, and leaves. I don't know. It wasted like a half hour of my time. So, okay. Weird. I don't know what's going on. Anyway, hope he gets paid. Not my problem anymore. Don't forget keys and make sure I sign crap if you need me to sign crap. I don't know. All right, let's get that washed up and do the interior before we finish the rest of it. All right, I wanted to show you, this is the pre-cleaning. So you can see a little bit of dirt and lots of staining. That's the thing, is I want to do this while the seats are out, because then you can get under the seats and all that stuff. Oh look, some sort of amplifier. Vacuum it, and then we'll get out the carpet extractor and clean all this stuff. Well, there you have it. Looks a little bit better, don't you think? So I can't do anything about that. That's just sun faded, but look at that. All that black crap is gone. Well, pretty much. I mean, there's a tiny bit right there, but it's not gonna come out entirely, but look at that. You're welcome. All right, so we were trying to figure out what's the scoop in the story with the Testarossa, and so the company that did the work on it most recently was the Gearhead Project, GHPauto.com. And I reached out to those guys and they were super helpful. Turns out the Carfax says it's a one owner, but we have paperwork that showed two different people's names. So we're gonna assume it's probably one person owned it before Carfax even really existed, or it never got on Carfax. But anyway, so it's probably a two-owner car. And as far as the engine out service goes, so the engine had to come out this year because the car sat for 7 years. So basically the entire fuel system had went to shit. They had to rebuild the fuel injection, injectors, they replaced the fuel tanks, anything fuel related got replaced. In order to do that, they had to pull out the engine. he had to take off the heads, inspect everything. And so while he was in there, he got to inspect all the timing belts and tensioners and all that stuff, and basically had the major, and it just sat there. No, it technically didn't get a major, but it did get inspected, and it's totally fine. It's all set. It does have, we think, 2 aftermarket modifications. One aftermarket exhaust. It's got a Novolari, and it has an aftermarket stereo. But and it has different tires than it would come from the factory. But other than that, it is super, super, super original with only 15,101 miles on it. And it's mint. This is a good car. That's a great car. So it's another one of those shuffle the deck moments where we gotta move cars around based on where we need cars to be for the next week or two. Ooh, sunlight. So our friend Harry's car is gonna be here for a while. We're gonna do some work on it, but not for like a week or two. So that's kind of one of the less convenient spots to park a car in this shop is what we found. Like, it's harder to get cars in and out. That actually is easier to park them there than there. So that's kind of like the worst spot. Well, second worst spot. This right here is the worst spot, directly behind this pole. So we're gonna put a car that doesn't need to go anywhere for a while right there. We had to move everything around, so you come outside and you got cars running all over the place. You got the 308 going, you got the 430 going, you got the Testros, the McLaren, they're all, and, you know, anytime we have to start them up like this, we like to let them idle for a little while to get them up to temperature. I mean, you might as well, right? Because we don't get to drive these cars as often as we'd like. So. Yeah, we're putting this in the worst spot because, yeah, we don't know what we're gonna be able to get to this thing. A little bit less, cut less, straighten out for a little bit.
I don't want to get too close.
Yeah, you gotta get pretty close.
Got it.
All right. No, don't say the shit. Let's let Josh handle this. Yeah, probably can fit the 430 here. Okay. That sounds pretty good. I love the turbo noise.
Yeah, it's awesome.
That's pretty good. I think it'll go. Yeah.
Watch out, mirror.
I see it. That's all you get right there. All right, YouTube, we got a full house. There is almost no more room. We could probably cram in if we had, well, so first of all, we could park the Raptor outside if we really had to, or you could pull it forward more and probably put something behind it. But it's basically full in here, and we got the G-Wagon still outside. But yeah, look at 5 cars right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Dang. And we got another car showing up on Monday. Yeah. Well, anyway, this is.
That one's going away.
Yeah, we have some that are going. They're
That
just
might go away.
they're just not quite going away yet.
That one potentially is going away soon.
Yeah. Oh yeah. During the day today, we got a pending offer on the McLaren. So we'll see. We're gonna send him some paperwork, and he sounded pretty serious.
Yeah.
So we're happy about that. Still no resolution on this thing, so as of this point, it's back on the market. So if you want a 458 with a two-tone, with the roof and everything, pretty high spec, Does have a minor on the Carfax. Otherwise, very, very, very good car. Super awesome spec. I love this spec. Woo, we got to get a lot of the cars washed and cleaned and put up on the website. So Testarossa will be up on the website probably next week. This guy will have to clean up, put it on the website next week. The 458 that's coming in, we'll have cleaned up and put on the website next week. Oh, and the Corvette will be up on the website next week. So we finally got the paint correction. So we took pictures of it. That's gonna go up on the website. Oh, that was something else you guys didn't see. That was on cameras. We had to do a photo shoot for the vet. Busy day, my lord. Whew. It's Friday. It's time for beer. It's after 5:30. Poor Jared's gonna be here late by himself.
I'll be alright.
So that car will be out of here probably next week, early in the week. It's almost all done. So Jared's just wrapping it up and then it's out the door. Check out normalguysupercar.com and NG Supercars. We do appreciate your guys' support. Use the code NGS10 on normalguysupercar.com and takes off 10%. And if you want Black Friday sales, we got Black Friday sales. So check out the videos and website and all that stuff. We'll be posting information about that. But we'll see you guys in the next video. We'll be doing a lot of cool car stuff. You're gonna want to stay tuned. It's gonna be sweet.